Televisa presenta
XFM.
lo que se viene a continuación.
Quédate con él, quédate con él, quédate con él. Borra mi recuerdo con mentiras, amor.
Good morning to everyone. My name is Dante from the English Group 5, and today I'm going to explain you the topics that we have already seen in class. The first topic are the comparatives and superlatives. We use them to say how people or things are different. In short words, to compare. Here are some of the most important rules that there are. It is important to say that there are like irregular words that need an special transformation, like good or bad. A very common example is when you compare between your friends. In this case, we can say that Peter is taller than Frank. That is a comparative. And in the second image, we can say we can say that Michael is the tallest. That is a superlative. Next, we have the future forms. There are four future forms. Will. We use will for talk about an event in the future that you just have or decided to do, for predictions and for promises. Example, it will rain tomorrow. Present simple. We use the present simple for future for something scheduled, plans, or arrangements. The airplane leaves at 7 o'clock. Going to. We use going to when we have the intention to do something before we speak. We have already made a decision before speaking. Example, I'm going to have lunch. Present continuous. We use present continuous to talk about a plan that you have decided and organized with another person. Example, we are meeting Susan at 3 o'clock. An example can be when a movie is going to start. You can say, the movie starts at 6 o'clock. We use the present simple because it's something scheduled and you know that it is going to happen. Now we have the modal verbs for obligation. There are other types of modal verbs, but these ones are especially for obligation. Have to. We use have to when we are talking about an obligation. For example, you have to clean your room. Must. We use must for a prohibition. Obviously, all these modal verbs have their negative form. Have to will be don't have to, must, mustn't, and should, shouldn't. For example, a prohibition mostly are from the law or the government. An example can be you must pay your taxes. And finally, we have should. Should is when we use should when we want to give an advice. It can be an advice to a friend or to someone else. An example can be when you are talking with your friend and he has homework to do, you can tell him, you should start doing your homework. Finally, we have the conditionals. Conditionals are used when we have like a certain condition and then the result of this condition. There exist many types of conditional, but in the class we review the zero, first, and second conditional. Each conditional has their own formula and their own use. The zero conditional is used to talk about things that are always true, like a scientific fact. The first conditional is used to talk about possibilities in the present or in the future. That's why you can use present simple or simple future. And the second conditional are used for imaginary situations in the present or in the future.